There are a whole host of reasons why a person might want to plant a tree in their yard. Maybe they need something to hold up the other end of their hammock. Maybe they want to reforest the neighborhood. Maybe they just like to plant rare trees like this one, a fruitless sweet gum. Whatever the reason, there's some things about the mechanics of digging and planting a tree that you need to know about. First, I always skin the sod off first. It makes digging it easier, it makes refilling the hole simpler. Second, it used to be that they said dig the hole deeper than you need it to be and amend the backfill with peat moss. Don't do that. Dig the hole exactly the depth you need to accommodate the ball. Don't put in peat moss, but dig a hole that's plenty wide. You want a lot of soft earth around the ball. Now the tendency when you're digging a hole with a round pointed shovel is to dig a very smooth sided hole, like this one. And that smooth slick side can sometimes cause a root to hit it and go in a circle and girdle itself. To avoid that, we take a spade and chop up the sides of the hole, make it a real rough-sided hole. Once the hole is prepared, the next thing to do is to set the tree in there. Make sure we've got the proper depth. And we do. Now, if this were a balled and burlapped tree, wrapped in biodegradable burlap, I'd leave it in place and start planting the tree. This, though, is polypropylene. It's a grow bag. Great little product, but it's got to come off the tree. To do that, we're going to use a knife and cut through the bag. You're going to damage some roots doing this. It's okay. In fact, the purpose of the grow bag is to girdle the roots that grow outside the ball. It actually stimulates a very compact ball that has a great number of roots inside it. With the grow bag off, the next thing I do is add enough soil to keep the tree from falling over. Position it so it's pretty close to level. We'll worry about level when we're staking it. Pull out these weeds. That's organic matter for the hole. And then water it a bit. Watering is critical when you're planting a tree. Our objective now is to float out any air pockets that might be in the soil. Now once we've filled up the hole and built a little levee around it to hold water, we stake the tree. And staking is incredibly important because when the wind blows the top of the tree, it can actually move the ball of soil and tear tiny little rootlets that are trying to grow out into the surrounding soil. We've watered it the whole time to float out air bubbles. And you'll notice that I've put my stakes in at the same angle that the wire comes off the tree. And I've done it for two good reasons. The first, I can straighten up the tree by hammering in the proper stake a little further. And the other good reason is this is really hard to pull straight out. If I had my stakes at the other angle, every time the wind blew, it would loosen the stakes. And by the way, these wires need to be kept taut for 6 months. So if they get loose, it's a simple matter to drive a stake in just a little further and keep those wires taut. This tree will not only survive, but thrive.